Hello everybody, welcome to Filmmaking. Today, Bojan Dulabic here. So, how good is a $10 camping light compared to a professional video light? Let's find out. We're going to take a look at these three LED lights. They range from about $2–3 or less to about $45–50. The first one we're going to start with is the Aputure Amaran ALM9. This is a professional mini LED light. The range is it's about $40–50 depending on where you get it. I have used this for a long time now. I do have a full review. You can check it out. And the second one we're going to look at is the iZoom. This is a camping light technically. I paid about $10 Canadian and it goes for about $10 US on Amazon.com, give or take. And we're going to look at this one as well. This is the Electra LED light. I bought this at the dollar store for $4 Canadian. So I'm guessing it's probably $1, $2, maybe $3 US dollars. Now let's take a closer look at all three of them. So this is the iZoom camping LED light. It's technically designed for camping. Pretty simple. You've got one button here in the front and then there's not much on the side here. On the back here you've got two things. So one is this little guy right here, so it allows you to actually hang it. So if you want to hang it on the wall or something like that, which is pretty cool. And then the other one is here, this little latch, so you can actually put it on a table like that. And it's pretty interesting. And there's also that magnet in the back. Here's the LED panels, and also here you have some panels. So the way it works, you press it once and this is now full brightness. You press it again and this is now lower, and then you press it a third time and you get this light here. So that's pretty cool. And then here's the other one. So this is a pretty interesting texture here. You got the wooden texture, which is pretty cool. Looks interesting. Here's a Velcro tape, so you can actually hang it on the wall if you want. Inside you have 3 AAA batteries, and yeah, that's what it looks like. If you press it once, you get full brightness. Press it twice, you get lower brightness, and then you get a flashing light if you press it 3 times. I don't know why. This is the Aputure Amaran light, which is pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. Very minimalistic. It's a credit card sized light. Here you have some buttons. So there's, basic stuff. You've got the micro USB plug-in to charge it. You've got plus and minus right here, and then a switch, on-off switch. And that's basically it. It does come with the diffusion sheets. So this guy right here, it does come with different colors as well. So you put it on here, and it also comes with this panel. So you snap it on there. It holds together with magnets, and it's not going anywhere. It's fine. And yeah, that's what it looks like. And then it also comes with this little base. So you mount that on here. So you just screw it on here. On the back here, you've got a little screw. So you just screw it on there. And now with that, you can attach it to any camera hot shoe, which is pretty cool. And to turn it on, flip the switch here. And then now this is full brightness, which is pretty powerful. And then if you want to go... so this is full brightness, and then if you want to go down, just push the minus button, obviously, and now this is the lowest setting, and that's it. So this is what the Aputure one looks like when it's on a little tripod. It's pretty cool because everything you need to mount it onto a tripod does come with it. If you want to put any of the other ones on the same tripod or on a tripod period, all you need is a cell phone holder like this one right here, and it works just fine. It fits perfectly. It's just wide enough to make that work. And same with this guy here. That way you can mount it onto a hot shoe of a camera or a tripod or wherever it needs to go. Another important thing is the fact that you can put the iZoom light into a little softbox like I have right here. This softbox you can get for a few dollars on Amazon. Link will be in the description. And that allows you to get more softer light to create softer shadows and all that kind of stuff. It does cut the intensity of the light significantly, but it does help with softer shadows. Now let's take a look at the actual light and see how intense it is and what the color temperature is like. This is the Aputure one. I'm about 3 feet away from the wall. When it comes to this one, without any diffusion, without the diffusion panel, without the diffusion sheet, you get about 2080 lux, and once you put the diffusion panel on it, that gets cut in half, which makes sense. This is what it looks like. It's pretty true to daylight balance, maybe a little bit on the cooler side, but all in all, it's pretty good. The iZoom one definitely displays a green hue, as you can see here. It doesn't really register with the naked eye, but on camera it does. And when it comes to the intensity, it's about half of the Aputure one. And when it comes to the last one, that is definitely the weakest one at about 166 lux, and it has a much cooler hue to it, probably somewhere in the 8 or 9,000 Kelvin. Now let's take a look at what this looks like when it's lighting an actual person. Here we have the iZoom one. You can definitely see a green hue. This is with the softbox. And now here's without a softbox, and the green is even more pronounced, as you can see right here. That can be fixed very easily in post, and here's what it looks like when it's actually corrected. It looks fine. You can definitely tell the difference between before and after, which is obviously a good thing. Now let's take a look at the other one. This is the Electra one. Even here you can see that there is that blue color, which also can be corrected very easily. And this is what it looks like, which again is all good. The only problem with this specific light is that it's very weak light. And here we have the Aputure light, which obviously is the most powerful one. This is with a diffusion panel, with that plastic diffusion panel on it. And this, in a pinch, this could be used as a main light for sure. This is without any panel on, so it's even brighter. Like I said, in a pinch, you could definitely use this as a main light. Color temperature is fine on this one. There's no drastic shifts, nothing that needs to be corrected in post.
So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to give you as much information as possible so you can see if this light is any good, you know, specs and all that good stuff. I did try to give you color temperature as well. I used an app on my phone to, you know, give me the color temperature of the various lights. However, I realized that it is way off. One of my lights actually has a color temperature on the back, and I compare those two, and whoa, it was way off. So if you guys know of a color temperature app for preferably Android, since I am an Android user, but if you know some good ones for iOS as well, let me know, because that's something I'm also curious to look into. I'm not going to spend money and buy a professional one, because as far as I understand it, they're in well, hundreds and hundreds of dollars range, at least the ones I looked at. So not gonna happen unless you guys know of cheap good ones. Let me know. So that's that. Let's put that aside now. So are these lights any good? Well, first of all, let's talk about that light bulb, the Electra one. No, it's not good. Honestly, I just bought that one because it looked good. I like that texture, and I thought, well, you know, I could use that as a prop when I do my product shots. And then I realized, well, why not include this? Let's actually see if this is any good. So that one I would disregard. I really don't think there's any use for that except to be used as a prop. So let's talk about the yellow iZoom one. Is it any good? Now, let me emphasize this. If you are a beginner and if you can't afford to spend a lot of money on lights, I think you can make this work. Again, is it ideal? No, I'm not saying that. Hold your comments. I'm not saying that. Relax. However, if you can't, you know, afford to spend a lot of money on lights, if all you have is 10, 20, 30 bucks, I think you can make this work. Absolutely. Preferably get 3 of those, get at least 1 softbox, preferably get three soft boxes. It's gonna cost you around, I don't know, 45, 50 bucks, basically the same as it would to buy that Aputure one. But you're gonna have 3 lights, you're gonna have soft boxes, you can set up a 3-light, 3-point lighting, you know, setup, and it will work, you know. You have to keep in mind that color, the green color shift that it creates. So you're gonna have to correct for it in post. You know, it's not the end of the world. Use white balance cards. That's the easiest. Just hold them up, boom, use that as a reference. You know, that kind of stuff. It can definitely work. It can definitely work. Is it ideal? No, but it is great to get you started. And then once you got more money, look at buying you know, more expensive lights. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars, but one good light is gonna cost you, well, depending on the size, you know, 40, 50 bucks at least. So, you know, it's a good start. That's all I'm saying. And for everyone else, you can also use it the way I'm going to use it, which is for when I do my product shots, product videography and photography. I will use both of these lights to, you know, get a little bit of light here and there, especially the iZoom one. If I need whatever in this corner, I need a little bit of light, I will use it for that. I think it will work just fine. I'm not too concerned with the color shift on that one because it won't be my main light, so that should be okay. So yeah, I think for both of those situations, this light will definitely work fine. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell icon to be notified of future videos, tell your friends, stay tuned, and all that good stuff. Thanks.